Manchester United is going up against Tottenham Hotspur this weekend in what is going to be a blockbuster. It's going to be a blockbuster because Tottenham are not an easy side. Even though Ange Postecoglou is going through a hard time, we as Manchester United were also not going through the best time. So it's probably the best time to play them, but not the best time, if you know what I mean. So we're going to play them at their home, and I think the last match ended 4-3, which they defeated us. Our match with Tottenham over the years has been, terrible, both good and bad for Manchester United. Mostly bad, by the way. So it's going to be a tough match. I'm going to give my predicted 11 for the players going to start the match. I know we did win Leicester, but it was an unconvincing win plus offside. The goal was offside from Maguire. But you can see the reaction from the manager after the match. He wasn't having it. He wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I don't think most Manchester United fans after watching that match was happy. But like we all are coming to understand this season is we are not really in the Premiership anymore. Of course, we are not going to get relegated, but we are not contesting for the Premier League, Champions League positions. In fact, the only competitions I think were serious and going for something is FA Cup and the Europa Cup. But still, we don't like to lose and we don't want to lose, which is going to be painful if we did lose. So I'm going to jump into my predicted 11 for the game as well as my scoreline for the game. So this is my starting 11 I predicted to start the game. Now, we have seen really poor performance from the Manchester United team, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say, and mostly what we have been hearing from the media and from pundits is the manager should somehow twist his pattern. But the thing is, you talk about 3-4-3, 4-3-3, but the principles of football remain the same. When to attack and when to defend is probably there are little tweaks in games, and I do not feel the formation is the problem. Rather, the understanding of the players to the formation and telling the manager, a manager who has played 3-4-3 formation to change completely to 4-3-3. I do not see that as the answer. Short term, long term. I'm not the kind of person that's going to go for short-term gratification over long-term. So I don't think it solves. Yes, it might give us results, but what are we really playing for this season? I don't think we're playing for much in the Premier League. So it is pre-season for us to get in those reps for them to dig in and understand the pattern. So I think the starting lineup is going to be this. It's going to be delete Maguire and Euro. I know Lindelof is back. And I think sometime in the match we're going to see that substitution. For the left wing back, of course, all of us want to see Dogo. And there were lots of talk about the manager not playing, asking for a left wing back, you get it and you play him as a right wing back. You are not the coach. I would like if people stop doing that and asking the manager what not to do and to do. We are supposed to understand what he's trying to do. And yes, if he makes mistakes, there should be room for him to grow. It's not this criticism. You can't criticize somebody for doing something the first time. Everybody would have the time to learn, and he's learning on the job. He's learning on the Manchester United job, and which rightly Ineos knew before they gave him the job that yes, this is the 3-4-3 formation the guy is playing. So Dogu, I would very much like to see him in the left wing back position because it's actually the position he was signed for, but he can use both feet, and whichever way the manager deems fit, yes, you should try him. Like we said, it's a pre-season for the team. For our midfield, I think it's Ugarte and Bruno. I don't really think there are other options, especially Tottenham play an open flowing football, so it's going to be an up and down the pitch match. So I feel Bruno and Ugarte are going to be the right options if I were to be the one picking. For me, right wing back is going to be Mazraoui. Yeah, I could easily go with Dalot, but I think Mazraoui is better defensively, and it is going to help us because Son is the one playing that wing for Tottenham. For the attacking positions, we really do not have options. It's going to be Garnacho, Ahmad, and Højlund. Now, there's no specific reason why I went for Højlund. Zexi has been doing better, but I really want to see Højlund pick form. I really want to see Højlund grow. I really want him to be given the chance at the end of the season to show if this formation he can play and he can succeed in this formation. Now it's going to be a difficult match. We don't really have subs. We do not. The injury to Martinez highlights our problem even more. It was one of our best players in the team before its injury, but now we have to move forward. I don't feel from now to the end of the season any Manchester United fan to be emotionally invested in this team that much, because it's going to get worse. The manager said we're going to suffer before we enjoy, and I see it now. You can't keep complaining after match after match. We saw it during Emery Ten Hag, and I always was telling people, though as a manager you have to take responsibility for the performances. If you see the match, if you understand football, you will see, yes, it's the manager's fault to some extent, but it is down to the players, to the pattern they have been taught in training, to implement it in matches. And largely that has been the problem for Manchester United team for time immemorial now. The application has not been there. The confidence has not been there. And when a team does not have confidence, application becomes an issue. So I think knowing that we are not chasing anything in the Premier League should take some pressure off the players, and maybe we will now start to see performances, or maybe they will start applying differently. I'm happy that a player like Rashford has left the club, and I'm happy for Garnacho. He's now improving in the system. There's no running place for any of the players that are there now. They have from now to the end of the season to show us why they should be kept in Manchester United. Come summer, I know there's going to be a massive flow out and inflow and outflow of players in this team. But for now, we'll keep on supporting the team and supporting the manager. For me, I think the predicted scoreline for this match is going to end Tottenham 1, Manchester United 2. Yes, Tottenham 1, Manchester United 2. You let me know in the comment section what is your prediction for the scoreline for the match, and please do not forget to like the video. Thank you always for coming back to support the community. Manchester United loves you and I love you also. See you on the next one. Bye.